Another episode of Bucket City. We got my boy Keys in the building, and we
Yeah,
got
sure.
Dub in the building, Mr. Nasty Take Man, and we got Rose in the building. KD to the Celtics. Does that put them over the top?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Katie's winning the ring easy.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm
Oh
a
my
Celtics fan.
god.
I'm a Celtics fan, and I don't want that nigga. Honestly,
What?
I'm not even
What?
gonna lie.
Aren't you getting rid of Jalen Brown?
No, I'm
What?
not. I'm not. I
You're
can't.
not getting rid of Jalen Brown for KD, bro?
Nah, bro.
Come
Bro,
on, bro.
they got
KD,
rid of Come on.
KD's about to turn like 35. So it's like, how much time does he have in the NBA with us? Honestly, he's not loyal to no team. So it's like, the longest he's gonna stay is probably like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, the most.
Those 2 seasons, you have a a higher possibility of going back to back than you do with Jalen Brown.
Yeah, but looking into the future, like, that's
You
not a good look,
still
honestly.
got JT.
Yeah, but that's it.
What you mean? That's it. Like, bro, y'all team will be y'all. If you have a chance to get, it's like, bro, it's like gambling. Like, if you have almost a sure thing of going winning back to back titles,
Mm.
you're gonna take it every single
No, no,
time.
no,
You
hold on,
have
hold on.
to.
So you think let me ask you a question, Dub. So I'm not trying
Mhm.
to insinuate things. Are you saying that the Celtics trade for Kevin Durant is a for sure back to back championship?
I think, well, it depends on what else they give, but I'm pretty sure with if they have Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, KD
Nah,
there,
Marcus Smart gone. He part of that trade
Yeah,
package.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
we'll have to see. But I really think that I really like that, bro. Honestly, I really think they could win. Go to the chip next year. But I have to see what pieces they give up. Honestly, we have to see. So I wouldn't say it now because I need to see what pieces that they give up. But shit, I mean, just Jalen Brown, you still have KD and Jason Tatum, and if you could keep like Marcus Smart and Robert Williams,
Bro,
motherfucker, I like that shit.
no, no offense, that's what the trade. Um, that's the trade that they said that they was going to do. They want this. The Nets want Marcus Smart, so I just don't see them trading Marcus Smart. I don't think. I think the Celtics are saying that's too much for Kevin Durant.
Okay, Nets is wild. Nets is just wild. They be asking for way too much.
yeah, they literally asking for 4 first round draft picks. Like,
On top of Jalen Brown and Marcus Smart,
yes, bro.
that's
And
just
Grant Williams, like, what's good with him?
that, bro. They're. I mean, I get it. It's KD, but bro, that shit's just that's ridiculous.
That's too damn much.
You got Grant. They're dumb as hell for taking Grant Williams. Grant Williams is ass.
Oh no,
Oh
chill.
my
Oh
God,
my god.
What?
he's
Grant Will.
unhinged.
Nah, you can't
He's
say that,
No,
bro.
I'm
unhinged,
sorry,
bro.
bro. I'm sorry. Just because you had a little nice moment against Giannis, just because you was a bigger body, I'm not gonna put you on a pedestal off of one good moment that you had in the playoffs. Like Grant
Man,
Williams is really ass, bro.
Oh my God, he's crazy. He's
he
unhinged.
he was top five and the most, like, I think he was like top five in 3 point percentage this
When in the
season.
playoffs,
This season,
this season,
yeah.
why wasn't he out on the court more?
I mean, he a bench player. He's not a starter.
If he really that good, he would have been out on the court more.
I mean, you got to look at the starting lineup though. You got Al Horford starting and Robert Williams.
Son, I'm telling you, bro. Grant Williams is not it. He's
Uh,
not it, bro.
me
It
me
was
personally,
highlight.
me personally, give him like maybe 2 3 years. He'll be like a better Draymond, honestly, in my
Dub,
opinion.
let me ask you a question. Dub, you a fan of the Lakers, right?
No,
I thought you was. My fault. I know you're a fan of LeBron, so I know
He
that.
a
no.
Heat fan.
Oh,
He, he ride or die for them Heat, boy.
I do. I do.
respectfully.
Just telling you. I mean, I like that you brought up the 3 point percentage keys, but I mean, honestly, bro, when you sit here and watch the game and watch how he plays basketball, I mean, it's all he is just a big body that they could be able to throw on Giannis, but he can't stay in front of people like that. He's not really challenging, like he's not really a great defensive guy to challenge like your best players. It's just a good like average role player. It's nothing special.
Nah, I could kind of agree to that. What I'm saying though, my boy had 30 on Giannis. That's what
Didn't
I'm
Al
saying.
Horford have 30 on Giannis?
Yeah,
That's having 30 on Giannis is not that it's not that ridiculous, honestly.
Huh?
I
Bro,
mean
he's
Yo,
he's
that
a,
great, bro.
Yo,
He's that
Dub makes my head hurt sometimes.
If Al Horford getting 30 on you, what? What does him having 30 on Giannis has to do for me, honestly?
he's
Like
like
seriously.
40 years old doing that though.
But Jesus Christ, like him having 30, what if Giannis is letting Al Horford have 30 points on you? What why am I going to trip about Grant Williams having 30 points on him? Like
That's bad. You
there's a
gotta.
reason he wasn't trying to guard KD.
yo, Dub, I got a bigger
so let me
problem with
so
you.
Dub. So Dub, Kevin Durant is better than Giannis.
I think KD's better than Giannis there.
Oh my god.
I
Why do
wouldn't
you think
argue.
KD is
Nah,
better than
I agree with
Giannis?
that. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Oh my
Well, hold on.
God.
Why do y'all
Yo,
think
what
Kevin
is
Durant
going
is
on
better
in
than
here?
Bro,
Giannis?
No, Dub.
bro,
So let me ask you a question. Dub, who's the best player in the NBA right now?
It's KD and then Giannis is right behind him.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
Look, look,
Hold on.
look,
No, no,
I
no,
agree
no.
with that. You said be quiet.
I don't even agree with that
I agree with
110%.
that.
So now look, Kevin Durant at his best scoring peak, I give him like 32. Giannis can do that too. So the scoring is not wild. On the
it's
defensive end, Giannis has him cleared
so
on the defensive end.
But look,
I'll tell you about this when game planning for me is really big. So like when you talk about Giannis and Kevin Durant, and maybe the numbers is similar to each other, yes, but Kevin Durant and how he scores a ball, it's just very difficult for teams to game plan for and to adjust to. It's
That's
way more
cap.
difficult.
Nigga, what you talking about,
It's
nigga? He got
not
sent down by the Celtics in the first round.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
that's
cap.
different.
Nigga, he's so
Before y'all start
unstoppable. Why he couldn't get
before
past the first round this season?
before y'all start rebuttaling, please allow me to finish.
Okay, I'm just asking.
The Boston Celtics, like just because I'm saying that it's harder does not mean I'm saying that it's impossible to stop Kevin Durant. I'm saying it's more difficult to stop Kevin Durant. If you watch that game against the Celtics and Nets and all of them, they literally were just leaving everybody just to double KD. As soon as he would even put a dribble to the left or put a dribble to the right, they send that help and then they were able to recover at very quickly because they didn't really have shooters for them to lean on. They only had
Fact.
Kyrie Irving and Patty Mills on the court at the same time with Kevin Durant, and then they were cheating off of Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton and even Goran Dragic. So they was more free to send double teams or send help than it was compared to Giannis against the Bucks. They just were more free to do that. But
Facts.
when we say so now when I get into this whole KD scoring and Giannis scoring, the game plan to stopping KD and Giannis is just it's way more difficult to stop KD than Giannis because he can score on all facets of the floor. Where Giannis, you could game plan for him to, you could build a wall or try to limit him from driving, and it's easier to deal with than KD. Then to me, that's the main reason on why he's a better scorer than Giannis, and it's not close for me. Now you want to talk about defense and how KD's not like close to Giannis in his defense. I think Giannis as a help side defender is amazing, but he's not really that great on ball. And everybody knows that he's not that great on ball. You could talk about the NBA players who say the same thing. You could watch the tape and see how he plays basketball, see how he plays as an on ball defender. It's not really that great. So I think KD's a really good help side defender in my opinion. We've seen that in the playoffs. We've seen that throughout the season. I don't think he's that much of a liability on all ball defense as well. I've seen a lot of moments of him being able to play really good defense on ball. So talking about the defense, I think Giannis is a better defender, yes, but I don't think it's as much of a big margin as you're trying to make it seem.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who you just said this whole soliloquy. Who's the better defender?
Giannis is.
Okay, who's the better offensive player?
KD.
Okay, no,
Yo,
offensive
somebody
player
mic
meaning
is
the
crazy.
entire offense, not just scoring.
Still KD.
Okay, bro.
So now, all right. So Dub, to your point of that, you can't game plan around Kevin Durant. My only problem with that is that we've seen your boy
I didn't
3-1.
say I didn't say can't game plan. I said it's way
All
more
right.
difficult.
It's all right. It's difficult. We've seen your boy 3-1. We've seen him collapse against Braun in the finals. We've seen him collapse in the playoffs, having bad playoff games. We've seen him this year get swept by a team that should have been a fight for. So we can go off years where he might have 30-point games, but he wasn't the best or he didn't play to his potential. So when you say it's hard to game plan for this guy was at his potential losing to the Atlanta Hawks. He was losing to some of these teams that we are expecting him to beat. So when you say you can't or it's hard
Wait,
to game
Atlanta
plan,
Hawks?
yes, this season when he was back and
Katie
he was
lost to
giving
Atlanta
them
Hawks?
this season when it was time for them and they was fighting for them playing
Facts.
game spots, he lost to Atlanta when they was fighting for them playing games. And Atlanta played
I thought
defense how Boston played
I
defense.
thought he beat the
And
Cavs and then they advanced. And I
no,
thought
it
the
was
Hawks faced
no,
the
no,
Giants.
no. It's during the regular season. During the regular season.
Okay, okay, okay.
Or, but I'm just saying that you got to understand. I think people like Kevin Durant because he's Giannis' height, but he has guard kind of skills. Yeah, not kind of. He has guard skills, but he has Giannis' height. So it amazes people. Like people are starstruck or like they love seeing it. But to
Hmm.
me, Kevin Durant, how I look at Kevin Durant now, from I used to be like that, like, yo, he's 7 foot, but he dribbles like a guard. He shoots from wherever he wants on the floor. But he's just gonna pull over top. But then after a while, I'm starting to see that it's a beautiful game and it's one of the best games in the NBA. But it's looking like it's not that hard to stop him anymore.
So you saying
Like
just because it looks more beautiful doesn't mean it's better. That's what you're saying?
basically,
Exactly.
because
Hmm.
Jamal Crawford game is more beautiful than a lot of players' game. The way he handles the ball, the way he can get past players, but he's just not better than certain players. Certain players' games can be pretty, but their game is not like who's better all time, Chris Paul or
Kyrie.
Kyrie. A lot of people are gonna say Chris Paul, but Kyrie Irving game is more prettier than Chris Paul.
Okay, so I want to address one. You said Jamal Crawford. The main thing with his game is pretty, yes, but he doesn't have the production. He can't really be a number one or a number two like that, which is why people knock him, even though it's pretty. But it is something to marvel at. Kyrie Irving too. Kyrie Irving, great in all his right. When we compare him to CP3, Kyrie in his scoring is more prettier, as you would say, but the playmaking that CP3 offers is something that Kyrie can't replicate in his life or in his career. What CP3, the drop from scoring isn't really that far off, and that's why he's better. Then you mentioned the playoff struggles with KD. Number one, the Miami Heat, when he went up against Miami Heat, he was balling out. Like he was balling out that series. His team just lost. They couldn't stop him. LeBron couldn't even stop him. I witnessed that firsthand. There's only like two playoff series where I seen said, "Yeah, KD, like you were struggling." That's 2016, and that's the series that just happened. So when I sit here and look at KD's whole entirety of his career, and I'm like, "Damn, bro, it's only been two playoff series where you struggled, and like teams was actually like being able to stop you or close out on you, mainly due to the other pieces that was involved, not even his game. It was due because they were able to shrink the floor on him because of the spacing." I'm like, I really can't knock you as a scorer. I can't change my opinion because I mean, two times out of his whole career, like, come on now. Especially when I take in consideration that when he was on the OKC Thunder, the only floor spacer on that team was who? Anthony Morrow or Dion Waiters or Thabo Sefolosha. Like, come on now. Then this year, what he had Kyrie, he had Kyrie and he had Kyrie and Patty Mills on the same court or Seth Curry, but I mean they could cheat on Bruce Brown and Claxton and all the other guys in Drogic. So it's like I can't knock him as who he is as a player just because of that. Because if Giannis is going up against, he has a team that doesn't have as much spacing, he would struggle as well.
Okay, tell me what spacing that he had last season on his team.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, tell me the spacing that he has.
Uh,
What's wrong, my boy?
what's his name? Brooke Lopez could space the floor out. Grayson Allen could space the floor out. Bobby Portis could space the floor out. Wesley Matthews could space the floor out. That's four shooters that they were able to have on at all times.
Patty, Kyrie, Seth.
Seth,
Who else could shoot on that team? There's somebody else that could shoot that's blinking my mind.
It was literally it was only Kyrie,
Bruce
Seth, and
Brown,
Patty. And the reason why I say just
Rodney
Patty and
Bruce
Hood,
Seth,
Brown can't shoot a three.
Hey, yo, stop talking about the third greatest, the second best net last season. We
No,
ain't
no,
doing
Bruce Brown can't shoot a three to save his life. Um, those is about it.
that.
Dragic was
Oh,
bad.
Dragic could shoot, but I
Dragic
wouldn't
was
call him a
bad
shooter.
last year. Dragic was really bad last year. I think he was like 26% from three. That shit was bad.
But I just think that I think Giannis. So me personally, I hold Giannis in a high regard. I have him better than Kevin Durant all time, like on my all time list and all that. I just
I,
have Giannis better than Kevin Durant all time.
I think they're close. So I mean, I'm not gonna argue it. I think they're really close. So
I think Giannis on my list. I think Giannis is like 14. Kevin Durant is like 15, 16. He around that range.
I mean, again, I wouldn't argue against that. I think those guys are really close to each other. So I think they deserve to be up there.
But I do believe that if
Close
so
is close.
Josh might have a problem with it, but I do believe if
Yeah.
Giannis gets another championship, Hakeem is not in the top 10 anymore.
No, 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 no. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to Hakeem.
Hakeem is not in the top.
No.
Hakeem is not going to
Hakeem's
be
like
better than.
that,
Oh my
bro.
He's not
God,
going to be
bro.
better than Curry or he's not going to be better than Curry or Giannis.
Wait, I need
Come
to
on,
hear your
bro.
list. I need to hear
God.
your list. I need to hear
We
your
getting
list.
nasty already. The day just started.
One MJ, two
hmm
LeBron,
hmm
three Kareem. No, yeah, three Kareem. I said Kareem or Hakeem.
Kareem,
No. Who I said I was taking off the all time list.
Hakeem,
You
All
say
right,
you taking Hakeem
yeah.
out.
All right, so Kareem 3, Magic 4, Tim Duncan 5, Bird 6, Shaq 7, Kobe 8, Hakeem, Hakeem, nah, Curry 9, Hakeem 10.
Mm, to be honest, I don't know about how I feel about putting Steph or KD above. I mean, putting Steph and Giannis above Hakeem because what he did in those back-to-back NBA finals, I mean NBA trips was remarkable, bro. Especially considering the fact that he didn't even have close to what like Steph had, or I mean Giannis didn't really have that much when he won his ring, so we have to wait for him to win his ring. But like Hakeem and then his journey to that shit was just ridiculous, bro. We never seen nobody really have a playoff series like that, playoff run like that, besides like LeBron or MJ, Tim Duncan, like that. Those are the names that you bring up when you compare his playoff run to a lot of other guys.
If the Nets trade Jalen Brown and he go to the Nets, he's gonna show you why he better than Jason Tatum.
All right,
No,
bro.
I'm
I'm
just
not.
saying.
For one, I'm never letting. For one, he's not going to be better than Jason Tatum. I'm
If he
telling
has
you,
his own
bro.
team with the Nets, you put him, Ben Simmons,
I'm sorry, Josh,
Roberts,
to ruin your party,
Robert
nigga. He's not.
Williams. I said what I said.
Again, nigga. He's not
I
getting. You can dream if you want to.
So, Josh,
so
who's
y'all
better
don't
on the
think if
defensive
he's
end?
on that team as the best player, y'all don't think he's gonna be better than Jason Tatum?
I
No.
don't think he's Jason Tatum, and I
Oh,
also
all
don't
right.
think.
Yeah, all right.
I told you I
This
don't think he's
man
better.
was the best player in the finals, but yeah, I think Tatum's gonna be better. Okay, good talk.
Okay.
Is
Josh,
Ray Allen over Clay?
I
Nah,
understand what
he
you're
ain't
saying.
coming.
I understand what you're saying, Josh, but nah, bro. I don't. He's not better than Jason Tatum, bro.
He better than Jason Tatum. I'm standing on
Nah,
it.
he's
Now he
not,
gets
bro.
his
That's fine.
own team. Now he's gonna show you why he's better,
I'm
and
not
he's the
mad
number
at you.
one option.
I just don't agree with it.
I don't.
I seen something somewhere the other day when it was just like certain players played better when they're next to players that played better than them. I think Jalen Brown might be that person.
The
Jason
fact,
Tatum might be
um,
that person
the,
too.
the
You
fact
can
that
tell
you
me
not
that go both ways.
Brown is not going to get the same look. Number one, you want to?
For one, what do you think that Jalen Brown and Ben Simmons are gonna give you? What do you think they're gonna give you 40 wins?
With
You
the way
can't
that
say
Nets, hold on, let me look at this Nets roster
you
really
can't say
bad.
37 because 37. The Knicks had 37 wins and they wasn't in playing, so they had to have 40 or 40 more wins. You think Jalen Brown and Ben Simmons is giving you 40 plus wins?
So you get Jalen Brown, Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, a Joe Harris, a Cam Thomas,
Fuck out of here, bro.
Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. Who else they
Bro, they're
got?
not giving up Marcus Smart. They're not giving up Marcus Smart. They already said
So how
that.
they get KD then? So how they gonna get
They're
KD?
not
Who was
getting
that?
KD because they already said we're not giving up Marcus Smart.
We'll see.
But that is also, hold on, nobody found that wild. Boston would give up Jaylen Brown, but not Marcus Smart?
Say it's because what they have to give up. They had to give up somebody. Trust me, they're gonna have to give up a superstar level type of player, which I think Jaylen Brown could possibly be. Or granted.
Yeah, I don't know, but that Jaylen Brown is not gonna be better than Jason Tatum, bro.
Right,
You
right,
can live, you
right.
can live on that, bro. You could do whatever.
I think right now he's better than Tatum. Yeah.
Right now, he's better than Tatum.
Yeah.
All right, so now I have a question. I love these type of dumb shit. So Jason, the small forward list, how it's set up in the league. Jason Tatum on the small forward list is what? He's top 3, right?
Yeah.
You
All right.
said
Man,
what?
I
On the
was
small forward
On
list
on the small forward list,
Bro, you're
this
not gonna
year?
you could
like this
say
answer. What you trying to get at?
Wait,
you
this
You're not
could
year?
gonna like
This
say
the
year?
answer. I know where you're going.
this. You could do this year into next year. You will have Kawhi.
Kawhi,
Uh,
LeBron, KD. That's 3 right there.
all
but
right, now that's
would you consider Giannis as a small
no. He's a power
forward?
force. He's a power force
I,
to me.
I like that question. I consider him power forward, but you could label him as a small
Yeah.
forward.
But all right, so now you will have LeBron, KD, Kawhi.
Kawhi, yes.
All right,
Jimmy
so you got
Butler.
those. Nah, I want to have Jimmy Butler ahead of Jason Tatum.
Is it close for you?
It is close. I
Okay.
have. I've always had this. I've been having this argument for like a year straight. I think Jimmy Butler might be like right now, as we speak, he might be better than Paul George. But that's just me. That's just me.
Nah, I'm with you.
And
I'm with
Paul
you.
George?
Yeah, PG. He might be better than PG right now as we speak. Um,
I've said that before, and I've gotten killed for it, and
yeah, I've gotten killed
now
for it
it's in
too,
better
bro. So
graces.
it's, nah, I've got killed for it too, bro. And I understand it. Like
I
me,
get it. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So where you going with this line of questioning, bro? I'm trying to see where you
So
getting at here.
now on the shooting guard list, because on shooting guard tier, I have Devin Booker, Spider. I have Zach.
Oh my
I
god.
have Zach ahead of him. I
Yes.
fuck around.
Wait,
I
wait,
fuck.
wait. Wait,
James Harden.
you going in the order?
Yeah, is on my shooting guard tier in the NBA right now. I would
Uh-huh.
have Booker 1, Spider 2, Zach
Oh
3,
my god. Oh my lord.
and then I have Jaylen Brown right there, right behind them.
That's
Yo,
not
Jay-
bad.
So they
And then
both top 5 in their position. So I do like what?
I think
I
Jalen
And
Brown
that
both.
top
shooting
three.
guard list is arguable, but
I think Jalen Brown top
there.
three.
You think Jaylen Brown is top 3 in his position? I don't.
Yes.
I think he
Yeah.
gets the edge. So I think he gets the edge over me. Over you can give him the edge over Zach LaVine, Spider, and even Booker, just because his defensive ladder is better than all 3 of theirs. Like his defensive ladder is better than all 3 of theirs. But to me personally, all 3 of them, I think just better players than him, and overall, bro. But
Oh, I don't know about that.
I wouldn't say that he's better than Jason Tatum. I would not say that, bro.
I'm
Without
saying
no, because and also I tell Josh this all the time. When there was no Jaylen Brown, my boy put up 50 and got a game off that big 3 Nets.
but we in
Harden,
series though.
like he got that game off. I don't think Jaylen Brown could get that type of shit off, bro.
So why do you
I don't
hold
think
that game so high? But when I talk about the finals, you don't hold that game as high.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Like I'm confused how that works.
I do hold it.
Would you
I do hold
performing
it.
better on the bigger
I
stage than one
do
game?
no, I do hold it. I do hold it high. But you also have to look at it throughout those beginning of those first 3 series. Jason Tatum was clearly the best player on the floor, bro. On that Boston Celtics team, he was the best player on the floor.
oh, I'm
If
pretty
it
sure
wasn't for him, they might have got swept.
finals. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the finals. Basically, Tatum didn't have a great game at all. Like
At
it was
all.
Jalen Brown showing up both games. Really.
I I hold it high. and I do respect him for that. And he is a top five in his position. Both of them are, but I think Jason Tatum is better, bro. I need to
Better
see.
than who?
I think Jason Tatum is better than Jalen Brown, bro. Like I've said it before, and I'm gonna keep saying it again. I think Jalen Brown is just he's gonna be T Mac, bro. And I'm not talking about injuries, and I'm talking about like his skill set, like how he plays. He reminds me of T Mac. I've said it before, bro. And
And who does Jason
I'm
Tatum remind you
Hey,
of?
Bro, that's crazy. No, no,
I
no. We have to talk about this, Grill, because no offense to T Mac, nigga was never the Jalen Brown is.
no.
agree with that.
I just want to know who Jason Tatum is to him. If Jalen
Jason
Brown
Wait,
is
Tatum,
wait, wait,
better.
J,
wait. Is Verl the only person on the Jason Tatum train? And y'all serious?
No,
Y'all,
I'm
y'all
a
still
Celtics fan. For me, so it's like I
What,
get
the Jason Tatum and T Mac thing?
no. The Jason Tatum's better than Jalen Brown thing.
That's Rel and Rose think JT's better than Jalen Brown.
You and Keys still think that Jalen Brown's better than Jason Tatum?
now.
Yes.
I think right now Jalen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. Like as we speak.
Uh, I think the main thing we have to look in this scenario is they're on the same team. And the reason why they're on the same team and the reason why they're going through Jason Tatum, those guys get paid millions of dollars to play ball. The coaches and the system gets paid millions of dollars to coach them and pick which one we're gonna run through. They get they're running through the best player. That's what teams do. They run through the best player they have on their squad. The fact that they're running through everything through the playmaking, the scoring over Jalen Brown, that's why he's better. Even on defense, I think Jason Tatum does more of guarding the best players than Jalen Brown. So it's like I don't even see where the argument is to be had.
So, Dub, let me ask you this. Let's say Jalen Brown goes to his own team and Jason Tatum, they both get their own team. Who do you think is better? What team is going to have a better record?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah. But
Think
I disagree.
I would say
Then it's 17 50.
I would say stat wise, Jalen Brown is going to be better like points wise. Only
I
because
think Jalen.
17.
So
Give
Jalen
Jalen Brown a
Brown.
playmaker and make his job easier in scoring, that production is going up.
Yeah.
well,
The Celtics don't have a facilitator. That's their problem.
Jalen Brown hasn't developed yet as a playmaker. You've seen that. Even as a dribbler,
Yeah.
like his dribble game isn't even that all crazy. I mean, he gets whipped a lot. So I mean, Jalen, that's something that he has to work on and develop on a different team. So Jason Tatum, he's already polished in that, not polished, but more polished in that category compared to Jalen Brown.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think they both sell as primary ball handlers.
I just have to. I just to me, they'll have to be apart. But right now, I think Jason Tatum is better. So that's what we're
Jalen Brown
gonna
to
have to
Brooklyn, man.
see. Nah,
Raekwon said JB balled out in the finals, though. It's like if you look at Jason Tatum's stats, they're very close to each other,
It's very
very similar to each other. So it's
Dub,
like none of these
we
guys are
watched the
close.
finals. You're not about to tell me it was that close. It's no way.
I
yeah.
watched the finals. If strictly off of eye test, I might have to maybe for that one game that Jaylen Brown had where he was on one. That may be the main reason why I would say he had a better series. But I mean, just watching the finals and everything, you could see Jason Tatum and how more involved and how he was doing more than Jaylen Brown. And the times where Jaylen Brown had the ball, yeah, he shined a bit more. But I mean, they're leaning more on Jason Tatum for a reason, bro. And then where there were times where they would, when Jalen Brown had it going, where they're like, "Yo, bro, go eat, go change the momentum of the game," and he just wouldn't show up in that part.
I feel like Jason Tatum didn't show up on that part. Jalen Brown showed up more than Tatum.
I would agree. I would agree.
And I feel as though Jason Tatum's decision making is so Jalen Brown too, but more so Jason Tatum, just off the fact that it's like they
I, I I think you're right. I think you're right for that series, yes, but just because that happened in one series doesn't mean that that's the whole basis of their whole game.
yeah.
yeah.
I think Jalen Brown was the better player in the Heat series too.
Huh?
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, I
Nah,
think Jalen Brown was better in the
nah,
Heat series.
Jaylen Brown was getting locked up by Victor Oladipo, bro.
Getting
That
locked
was
up is
one game.
crazy.
That was one game.
Oh, it was one game.
That
Hold
was
on, he shot 48% for that series and 40 from three. So that's getting
That's
locked up to y'all.
bro.
I'm just asking the question because
How
y'all
many
said
points did
locked
he
up.
have?
That's bro. But that's the same argument everybody makes about Andre Iguodala winning Finals MVP. Did he really lock up LeBron, averaging 35, 14, and
Put
9?
up
Like, come
24.
on, bro. It's cool, bro. Like, it's
but
cool, bro. You can
that's
you
different
can
though.
read the numbers, but we also gotta look at the game. You can shoot, bro. You already know how I feel like shooting the 3 point stat. If it ain't a high volume 3 pointers, I don't really give a fuck about all that, bro. If he was taking like 2 3 pointers a game, shooting 40%, I'm not amazed, bro. I'm not amazed, bro.
And Jason
Like,
Tatum was balling out too, like 45 from the field, 35 from three, 25, and then 6 assists. It's like one steal, one block.
I feel like they both did that though.
They both played similar to each other. I'm giving the edge to Jason Tatum though.
yeah, I think Jason Tatum is better.
I don't know. I feel like the turnovers made a big difference to me, in my opinion.
Listen. I got a problem with Dub, and I need to just get this out. What's with you in this mellow thing? What's with you in
Oh
mellow?
my God, here we go.
What's with you in mellow?
Nah, hey, bro, you got to ask him for his where he ranks Melo all time among small forwards.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
Melo's
Take
not a
us.
top 10 small forward all time.
You can name 10 better.
You
And
have you got
Don't say Paul Pierce.
Braun. He probably is
I
ahead of
say
him.
that.
No, he's
You
not.
got Braun. You have
You
Braun,
can say that.
Bird, Dr. J, KD, Kawhi, Scotty. You got George Gervin. I know I'm forgetting on somebody. Paul Pierce is ahead of him.
No.
I got that shit written down. Hold on.
You're
So,
struggling right now, bro. I'm telling you, he's top 10 for sure. I don't even care about you having him where I put him. I don't agree with George Gervin or Paul Pierce. But if you try to,
Yo, what is this hate with Paul Pierce? What did he do to you? Did he break your heart or something?
it's not that. I mean, when you look at those guys, I mean, they're both mainly scorers.
time out. So I got Leonard. All right. Braun, Larry, Dr. J, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Scottie Pippen, Elgin Baylor got him over him. James Worthy got him over him. Dominique Wilkins, Paul Pierce.
All right, so now this is where all right. Now we have to talk about your criteria because if you're talking about like the greatest career shit, as I said before, I would probably agree with you in that sense. But if we talking about like, to me, a greatest all time debate is always a blend of everything, a blend of your talent on top of your accolades, on top of what you do. I do knock people for their talent. I don't think Elgin Baylor's up there mainly because he was playing in the '60s in a high pace era where they didn't know how to dribble with their left. And then on top of that, with George Gervin as well. I mean, George Gervin, '70s basketball player. I'm not really putting George Gervin over Carmelo Anthony as well because of that. Now you said Paul Pierce. When we talk about their games, they're very similar to each other, and I need to know why is your main reasoning on Paul Pierce being over Melo? Is it because of the ring?
It's the ring, and I think Paul Pierce could be a better player on a championship team.
Perfect. So you really don't think that if Carmelo Anthony had Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Rondo that he's not putting up at just as good numbers as Paul Pierce and winning a
Nah,
title?
No,
hell no.
I believe he's putting up good numbers. I don't believe he's winning the title.
Why?
I don't think Melo's a championship kind of player though.
But
His
why is he
game
winning
style,
titles with that?
He's not
his game, because his game style is not meant for winning. It's meant for me. And when I say that, I say it's meant for like, give me the ball and I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do. He's not a guy to fuck. If the last shot is there, Ray Allen's open in the corner. Two people are double teaming me. Fuck it, I'd rather take the double team than Ray Allen hit this wide open three. He's not that kind of player. He's the kind of player I'm gonna take a fadeaway 3 pointer. I'm gonna take a fadeaway 2 pointer with two other defenders on me, and I want the spectacular moment. He's that type of
Well,
player. This is why.
Kobe's the same type of player too, which is
But
why I
Kobe's
don't.
way better. But he's
The
way
Kobe's
better
way
than
better.
Melo.
Kobe's way better too, but I'm saying I don't think you would use that as a reason to knock Kobe, so I'm not going to use that as a reason to knock Carmelo. I would say this: Carmelo Anthony has been put in when we compare the situations. Carmelo Anthony's been put in positions where he's required to be that type of guy because there's nobody else there. When he was paired up with Allen Iverson, he had no problems with sharing the ball. When he was paired up with Chauncey Billups, he put up I think like 22 points per game in that season when Chauncey Billups was there, him allowing Chauncey to be himself. Like when Melo's in situations where there's another ball handler on the court, he has no issue with letting that person be who they
You
are.
can't.
So
You
there's
can't
no
say that when for
that
his
it's
career, the
proven.
man averages
It's proven.
2.2 assists.
No, it's proof. I'm
For
not
his
saying
career.
play make for guys. I'm saying to share the ball, to
I
share the
don't.
ball with the guys around him. All he has to do on the Celtics is to share the ball with Rondo and KG. I think that Melo's capable of doing that.
I don't.
I
Me
don't
personally, I don't think Melo is capable of doing that. And the reason that when people say that thing about Kobe, the also thing that people don't look at is that Kobe has Melo cleared on a defensive aspect. If we want to be real, Melo has him beat on that
No,
defensive aspect.
I'm not comparing Melo and
No, no,
Kobe. I'm
I'm
not.
not even saying that you comparing. I'm just saying that the difference is that Kobe's gonna at least he's gonna take the spectacular shot, then turn around and say, "Fuck it, I gotta go down there and play defense." Melo is that I'm gonna take the shot and I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna guard Kendrick Perkins because I know right now he's standing in the corner. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it's just two different mindsets. Like when I look at Melo, and Melo has a great game. I understand I bash Melo a lot, bro. He has a great game. His game is beautiful. A great post up game, a great down low game. But when you look at just the aspect of yo, we're going to win. I have a lot of like
Again,
he's
again, again. I will highlight to you again. Like when we talk about the game, I'm not comparing Kobe and Melo. We comparing Kobe. I mean Melo and Paul Pierce. And what is it that Paul Pierce can do that Melo can't? Is it just winning? Is that it? Is that the thing
yeah,
that's the main thing?
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
don't think that's fair.
I'm not gonna
Because
lie to
if
you.
you give KG, because if you give Melo, KG, Ray Allen, and Rondo, the same exact thing happens.
Uh,
I don't know about that.
yeah, I don't know.
Because
Because it's not like Melo didn't have like good players around him.
he had good players, yeah, but he never had that. He never had that in his life.
your man's played with a DPOY. He played with two DPOYs.
Where
Marcus
do you
Camby
rank
got
K?
it in.
Where do you rank KG all time?
Like
KD's like my top 20, so he's like 17. He's like 17, 18.
All right, 17, 18. You got a top 20 guy. On top of that, you have top two, top three best shooter all time. You have a phenomenal player in Rajon Rondo with great defense. Tony Allen was even coming off the bench to even help with that defense that Melo didn't have. So it's like Kendrick Persons was a good low post defender. It's like Melo in that team, bro, he's doing the same exact thing, and there's no reason to think otherwise. Which is why if you want to talk about their games and stuff, I'm with you on that. But just to say that Melo's not a winner and Paul Pierce is a winner just because of that one ring, I'm just not with.
Yeah, I get it, but I just have, and I'm not saying that Melo's not like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's number 20 on small forward list. It's Paul Pierce, then it's Melo. Like they right next to each other. I'm not mad if you have Paul Pierce off the list. Just me personally, I just have Paul Pierce at 10 and Melo. You understand what I'm saying? I just have them right there, but I'm not on some like Melo is number 21. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
But
A lot of people even argue Melo and Dominique, but
Dominic is a good one. But would you say that the main reason for you putting him in 11 is mainly due to his career accolades and not really like him as a player or a collection of everything?
I mean,
Because Elgin Baylor being up there has nothing to Elgin Baylor being up there has nothing to do but fucking respect, and that's it.
because the same knock that I have for Melo right now, and Rose is my brother. This is the same problem I'm having with Dame right now, bro. You're one of these niggas, but like I need to see something. I need to see. I know that you can win, and when you go in the playoffs, you're gonna get 40 points and get one game win. But I need to see you. You could be the second best player on the team. I just need to see you excel, bro. Like I need to see you win, bro.
Well, it's too
That's
late
why
for
I
that.
have. That's why I have personally. That's why I have. I also been arguing with Josh about it. I have Klay Thompson over Ray Allen all the time.
No,
Oh
see,
my God.
I'm
That,
yeah,
that
But
transitions into
also,
our next topic right there. Go ahead, Walter. Easy.
but also, I look at it
I
as
need
not far off. Their best seasons. Klay Thompson was 22. Ray Allen was 24. That's a 4 point difference. And Klay Thompson shot better. Ray Allen had a better season. Yes, I get it. He was the man on multiple teams. It wasn't nothing wild. He didn't put up 30. He put up 26. Klay Thompson put up 24, better shooting, and Klay Thompson is a better defender.
you gotta think about it though. Ray Allen, he didn't come in the league as a shooter. He was an all around player. He did everything. Scoring, rebounding, and playmaking, all of that. So it's like for me,
Dunking.
I feel like he's a better player overall, just off of that. Like I just feel as though Klay Thompson cannot be a first option on any team. Like, I feel like he just needs somebody else like a first option on his team in order to pass him, in my opinion.
I don't think Klay Thompson really needs that. I think that like you could resemble like a Reggie Miller for Klay Thompson, but when I sit here and look at Ray Allen and then Klay Thompson and them being as like the guy of their teams, I see Ray Allen as a guy who could do more than just spot up and shoot. He could do things with the ball in his hands. He could create plays for guys better than Klay Thompson. He could get to the rim. He nice got a nice little mid range. He has a 3 point shot. It's just him being the number one is just better to me than Klay Thompson. We haven't seen Klay Thompson do the things that Ray Allen has done as a number one. But I think that Klay Thompson could definitely be a number one of a team. He could resemble like a Reggie Miller coming off of screens and shit like that, ball movement. But I don't think it would be able to be what Ray Allen was on like the Supersonics.
Mm, I get it. I'm not saying they far from each other. I just honestly, bro, I just flipped their spots on my all-time shooting guard list. I think Ray Allen was 7, Klay Thompson was 8, and I just flipped them. But I also on my shooting guard list, I also do hold Manu Ginobili high too. But that's another.
Damn.
Yeah,
What's good, fellas?
He was different.
Manu Ginobili is 10 on my all-time shooting guard list. So.
Albanian Mafia is in the building.
That's not a good list to be on then. I'm sorry.
I mean, bro, Mano numbers is not
Who's your 10?
out of this world, bro. But
Who's your
it's up
10?
there, bro. I'll tell you right
I
now.
believe I believe this is like a career thing for you then. It's not really a talent thing.
Yo, Ralph, focus on the road, man.
I'm not even driving. Shut
All right, man.
up.
What's good with y'all, dog? How y'all
Nah,
doing?
I'm chilling. I got MJ,
They call him
Kobe,
to might
Wade,
as well.
AI, Harden, Clyde, Reggie, Clay, Ray, and Mano.
Yeah, you got T-Mac?
T Mac
Nah,
Oh
deserves to
my
be.
God, this nigga
T
said
Mac
T Mac. Oh
T
my
Mac deserves
Lord.
to be up there over them.
T-Mac?
Oh, why, Doug? Why? Please entertain us.
I think T Mac's just a better player than those guys.
But I'm saying though, he not top 10.
Who, T Mac?
Yeah,
He's in my 10.
No,
I'm saying like shooting guard, not even like.
Shooting
no,
guards? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top 10. Easy.
Oh,
Dub.
T
I'm
Mac.
trying to see you like these skill guys, huh? You like this skill shit, huh?
Well, I mean, when we look at T Mac in his career, I think he was one of the guys that was very unfortunate. When we sit here and look at it, on him on Orlando Magic is supposed to be him and Grant Hill. But Grant Hill was getting hurt and he was carrying some bum players, bro,
yeah,
into the playoffs. Then when he goes to Houston Rockets, him and Yao Ming only had like two healthy playoff series together. Now it's funny because I think he like blew a 3-1 lead with Yao Ming and then blew another lead with the other one. But that's only two like really good years to gauge on for his whole entire career. I'm not going to say he's a loser or a choker just because of that. He really only had two times where he could sit here and try to make things happen. So when I look at him as a player, bro, I mean he's very complete.
Yeah.
What do
If
you
he's
mean by
on
that? Very complete.
if
What
he
you mean by that?
if he's on the Boston Celtics team with Paul Pierce, Rondo, and Kevin Garnett, he
Oh
could
my
win a ring as
god.
well.
Oh,
Oh
he
my
was
No, he wasn't.
god.
he wouldn't
Easy.
back to back. Like, if
What happened?
he gonna be like two straight. Honestly, if he was there, honestly, we'd have
I'm
beat the
s-
Lakers twice.
oh, you said they would have beat the Lakers twice?
Yeah,
They could have, most definitely. T Mac was just a better player than Ray Allen and Reggie Miller and Klay Thompson.
Huh? Oh my god.
I'm not mad at Clay Thompson.
I'm not mad at that, bro. Not even gonna lie. I'm not mad at that.
He's definitely
Like
better than Clay Thompson.
a lot of
Oh my god.
if we talk about talent, then a lot of people should be held on a high regard. But like, if your talent don't translate to winning, maybe it's winning for me, bro. If your talent can't translate to winning, then it's like you just a talented loser, I guess. Like,
But you gotta understand, like a lot of times, like players aren't put in positions to be winning. They're not put on a championship caliber team. T
Yeah,
Mac was never on a championship caliber team besides Yao Ming, but those guys was always hurt.
yeah,
So it's kind of hard for me to say he's not a winner when never been put in a position to win. Like DeMar DeRozan, for instance. I knock him a lot because he was in a position to beat the 2018 Cavs team, and
facts.
he fumbled that shit. Like he fumbled that bag. So now I'm looking at you way more different than what a T Mac because you was in the driver's seat. You was in a position to win, and
T
you
Mac was in
didn't deliver.
position to win
When
when he blew a 3-1 lead to Detroit,
and what team was he on?
the Orlando Magic.
And that's why I said like Tracy McGrady. Like Tracy McGrady, you gotta understand he didn't really have nobody like that besides Grant Hill. Grant Hill was always hurt, so he was really playing with a bunch of nobodies.
Was he not in position to win?
It's different when
yeah.
no, it's different when you have a lead and everything, but you going into that series, you saying here that was probably a neck and neck series, correct? Like what seeds were
Bro,
they?
they were up 3-1.
What seeds were they?
One, I think there was the eighth seed. One was the first seed.
So they
Does
were
it
the eighth,
matter?
or the Magic was the eighth seed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what seeding if you're up 3-1.
I
Don't
The
you have
mean,
an
Knicks was the
opportunity to
Knicks
a
close
was
them
lot.
out?
the Knicks was eighth seed and went to the NBA Finals, you
No,
know.
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that because we're not doing that because them even being able to be up that, but them being up 3-1 is fucking an anomaly that doesn't happen. Them being an eight seed, I'm not gonna look at a team sideways just because they blew a 3-1 to the first seed to the Pistons. Where who won the chip that year?
Not the Pistons. The Pistons
Who
didn't
went
even
to
make
the
it to the finals that year.
which
The
year was that? I
Nets,
forget.
03. That's when that
Oh,
was
three.
Duncan MVP season.
But the Pistons went to
Yeah.
it next year, right?
Yeah,
Oh, 4 years.
So
I,
I'm not gonna stress out about it. DeMar DeRozan, you went up against the Cavs team where you guys was the first seed. You guys had promise. LeBron James didn't have Kyrie. He only had Kevin Love. That's you being in the driver's seat to take the reins of the East and make it your own. And he didn't show up for that.
Yeah. What round was that when he played the Cavs?
the second round.
Second. Yeah.
They lost. He had opportunity. Didn't show up. T Mac had an opportunity. Blew a 3-1 lead. I don't understand. Blowing if we can get 3 games on the team, all we gotta do is get one more.
It's not that
How
easy.
is that not? How is that not blowing the opportunity when you have 3 chances to get 1 game?
It's not that easy, bro. Honestly.
It's a difference, especially when you're not even expected to be up that much. Like
Yeah.
you're just not.
Yeah, but they were up, so
And
the situation is there.
I'm gonna look at a guy I'm gonna look at a guy like DeMar DeRozan worse because just a series before Victor Oladipo took that team to Game 7.
Yeah, you're right.
Fact.
So it's
I never
like
said it wasn't bad, but T Mac throughout his career played in 3 game 7s in the first round, lost all 3 of them.
okay, how many times in those series did what we sit here and say was just because he performed terribly?
How many times I don't know.
Because I've looked back at a lot of T Mac series. A lot of times the dude was showing up. He was putting up the points. He was putting up the numbers.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, when you look at the other guys he's surrounded with, you can understand why they lost.
Who's the second option when he was with the Rockets?
Let me check. On the Rockets
Yeah, the second option.
or the Magic?
Nah, the Rockets.
It
Uh,
was
Who was
it was
it?
Yao. It was Yao. But didn't that team have like Yao, Shane Battier? Oh
they
my
did have
thinking
Shane
of
Battier.
it had Shane Battier, Yao. I forget who else was on there. There's a few other. There's a few other
So
guys
so
on
the
there.
year
Played for
they lost in
Austin.
2008 with Yao Ming was hurt and Louis Scola.
Luis Scola. Remember
Louis
Luis?
Scola.
Luis
It was
Scola
Louis
was cold.
Scola and Rafar Alston. I know
Calling my card.
Yeah,
Played
just
for
said that
Austin.
name wrong.
I know who you. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Played for Austin.
I know who you're talking. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So that
That's
was them
crazy.
two. So yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. They not really.
I don't like. I do value their talent, but also I value their career with it too. And to me, bro, T Mac might have been a worse mellow. Like I don't know, bro. Like he's a great scorer, yeah, but like that nigga's gotta,
Chris
y'all
Melo
gotta,
is crazy.
bro, y'all gotta do like to me, bro. Y'all gotta do something with that. Like I don't know, bro.
I'm sorry. But yeah, bro.
Like y'all have to do something with that. Like I don't know. I need to see.
Hold on. The question is Ray Allen over Clay? You mean is Clay over Ray Allen?
Yeah, I got him.
I got Ray Allen by far. That's not
Yeah,
even a question.
I got Clay.
This
I
question
got Clay.
for
I got Clay.
I don't know.
I got Clay.
I
Better
got Ray.
shooting, better shooting percentages.
They should.
You say you got Clay? Hold on.
They,
Yeah,
I ain't
should.
even
Rel's
pay
picking
attention.
Clay.
I got Clay. Bro. Better shooting percentages. Clay, obviously, you know, for them bad boys. You
They
feel me? Yeah.
they showing the
Um,
same shooting percentage.
You serious or you trolling?
no.
Nah,
I'm
he's
dead
dead
ass. I'm dead
ass.
ass.
He said
I'm
this
dead
on
ass.
Clubhouse.
No, you
I've
gotta be
always felt
trolling.
no. I'm
You,
dead
He's
you
not
ass. I'm
gotta
dead
be.
trolling.
ass.
He always said this.
I'm dead ass.
You gotta be trolling. You
And
gotta be.
and Clay
Oh,
Thompson
he's
got
been
him beat on the
sleeping
defensive
this for
end.
the longest.
You
And
What?
Clay
gotta be
Thompson
trolling.
got him beat on the defensive end.
Yo,
What?
Clay defense might be overrated. I ain't gonna lie. It might
Yes.
be
Clay defense
overrated.
is overrated.
It
Yes.
might be.
Yes.
So you
It
saw.
might be.
So
All right, bro.
if you had to take Clay in his prime and Ray Allen in his prime, who?
I'm taking Clay.
Oh,
Taking Clay, bro.
Yo.
Clay
Wow.
is gonna give me, bro. Clay is gonna give me that 21, 22 points, shoot efficient, and he's gonna play defense, bro. Y'all saying that shit is overrated? Like, come on, bro. I looked up. I even tried to look up Ray Allen playing defense. They showed me videos of Kobe shooting and getting buckets on Ray Allen. I looked up Ray
Kobe.
Allen playing defense, and they showed me somebody getting buckets on him,
You said Kobe
not
Bryant.
stops.
He said Kobe Bryant.
They didn't even show a stop. They just showed somebody scoring on him, bro.
So you think Rayon never played defense? Like,
Bro, he didn't play defense as good as Klay Thompson.
I mean, Clay
You
got
don't
one on
need to.
defensive
He's just a
team.
better basketball player than him.
yeah, like overall.
And that's why you a James Harden fan. Defense matters to a game. Defense matters,
All right.
bro.
So are you saying what about James Harden?
He don't
He
play
don't play
defense. That's why there's a
defense.
lot of players better than him.
The people that you're probably saying better and probably are better and because they're better offensively too.
The
Most more likely than not.
Giannis, I wouldn't say at they best, I wouldn't say Giannis is better offensively than James Harden.
I can't say that because
I wouldn't say
But
that.
he averaged 36.
it.
Throwing numbers
I feel
out
like
In
there.
a regular,
Giannis.
James Harden has Giannis beat on the offensive end by a mile. But then when it comes
It
to the
was
like offensive end, so you can talk about playmaking and you can talk about scoring. He has Giannis beat.
are
Wait,
we
wait,
But
talking
when
wait,
it
about
comes,
wait,
are
wait,
we
wait, wait. I gotta actually wait. James Harden has Giannis beat by a mile.
no, I
and
wouldn't say
offensive, nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that.
because
Nah, bro.
for scoring,
because
right?
offense,
For scoring, right?
no,
I
because
would not say
He
offense,
said
that.
offense don't
offense.
come with play. Offense don't come with playmaking either. That's a whole different thing
He
from
said no.
offense.
Yeah, but the translation into the playoffs, Giannis probably beats James Harden.
This how I
Nah,
feel about
he wipes him low key.
Giannis. As soon as he falls, I know what to do.
Like,
He,
I'm a James Harden fan, yeah, you know that, but
I don't. It don't take much
Giannis
skill
is
for Giannis to score.
Giannis is more dominant offensively. I would say that Giannis is definitely more dominant offensively compared to what James Harden has.
Cause y'all,
James Harden is definitely more skilled, but
Yeah,
Giannis is more dominant.
Giannis doesn't really have skill to me.
yeah,
Listen, we see
I
what the
think
unskilled man got. He got some jewelry in his closet.
Wait, y'all think Giannis is a better scorer than James Harden?
Nah, I don't.
nah, it
Uh,
translates to the playoffs better though. I understand what they're saying with that. Like it translates in the playoffs better than what y'all like than what it does with James Harden.
I I I kind of struggle with that because I think that's more of like who they are as like players and as people and not as scorers. Like their scoring ability, their scoring and what they do with scoring the ball is different from like who they are as players. It's hard for me to translate like them showing up in the playoffs and that because a lot of that is there's a mental aspect of the playoffs as well. Then on top of that you have I don't know game plans and shit like that. And
Yeah,
there's other things that benefits Giannis to be able to do what he does in the playoffs than just like his scoring. So it's just kind of tough for me to equate somebody's scoring to the playoffs. I
what you
just can't
mean?
do it. I look at it as mainly as just scoring ability. It's hard for me to just be like, all right, just because like James Harden, we could sit here and say that James Harden's not a top 10 scorer of all time just because of how bad his scoring translates in the playoffs. I would never say that because his scoring ability is just all the way up there, bro. I would never do it. I
No,
So
we
think
you don't
there's
care
no.
about drop off in scoring like from regular season to playoffs? That doesn't bother you?
playoffs. Playoffs is there's a lot of things that goes into playoffs and being in that environment. There's a lot of things that to contribute to somebody struggling and scoring than just like their ability. Like a lot of it is a mental aspect of things. Like playoffs is very like it weighs on you mentally as well. That's why some guys fold, like DeMar DeRozan, um, James Harden is one of those guys. Ben Simmons is one of those guys. Even though they have the talent, like they just don't have the mental game for that. Giannis doesn't fall in that category. LeBron doesn't fall in that category. So you could say Steph, KD, MJ, like those guys. It just is not a question, and that's why they're so great. But when it comes to their scoring ability, it's the same regardless. It's just how you handle it and how you use it.
No, it's just in the playoffs. It's like you're playing a team 7 games. We have game plans now, so it's going to be tougher for you to score. That's it. Ain't no mental thing. James Harden still goes out there and give you 28. It's not like he out there giving you with Demar give you 20 a game. No, he'll go out there average what 36, 34, 30 whatever for this regular season, and then he'll probably come back to 28. It's
Nah,
not.
yeah,
It's
but
just harder to
it's
score in the
20,
playoffs.
but it's 28 on terrible shooting, like
Yeah, he's
terrible
going to shoot
shooting.
the ball way more than usual in the
Yeah,
playoffs. Especially if you look at his Houston years. Who else would you rely to score?
Eric Gordon.
That's it,
uh,
and he's
no,
off the bench.
I feel you. I feel you with that. I feel you with that. But like when we like look at Jimmy Butler this year and then James Harden, like Jimmy Butler's not even nowhere near good a score as James Harden. But would you say like for this year in particular that he was a better scorer than James Harden?
This year,
Not,
particularly,
I
yes.
mean like Jimmy Butler this year was a better scorer than James Harden in 2015 or 2017 when he was getting locked up
No,
by the Spurs.
no, would not say that.
I wouldn't say it either, and that's because of their scoring ability. They just handled it differently.
But Jimmy Butler isn't a dude that's known for scoring, so it's actually surprising for him to do it. James Harden, when you're game planning against James Harden, you know he's known for scoring. Like with Jimmy, like
But the game
Jimmy
plan,
was playing.
they know the game plan for Jimmy. They just couldn't stop him because he would either get fouled or he would just lay people. They were trying
What
to
was the,
stop him. They were setting attention. It just wasn't working.
what was the game plan for
What's
Jimmy?
the game plan for Jimmy, Dub?
Yeah,
Exactly.
like what was
What's
the
the game
game
plan?
plan for Jimmy?
No, they were playing him one on one, and then they would send help every time they could. But he would draw the foul or he would get lays.
See, that's the difference between James Harden. They ain't allowing James Harden to go 1-on-1. Soon as prime James Harden used to cross half court, he's seeing 2 people already.
Double.
Hmm.
That was the difference. Jimmy Butler can cross half court. He can get into his spot jab, 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 do whatever, pump fake, they jump, he go right into him and one. I was seeing it all. He was doing everything.
Hmm.
He mid range fadeaways. He was doing it all. James Harden. As soon as bro, I remember watching James Harden in the playoff series. Freaking Ricky Rubio was guarding him from behind. Like,
I know what you're talking
like
about. He still ended up dropping him.
who? Oh, Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, when he still ended up dropping Ricky Rubio, he was guarding from behind or some
Yeah,
weird
like
shit
they
like
they
that.
tried to figure out a way to some dumb plans to try to get the ball out of his hand, but the only way you do it is just by sending a straight double once he crossed half court.
Yeah.
Ricky was with the
80.
Timberwolves all year, right?
He's a good
Yeah, I think
playmaker,
that's
so that's risky.
yeah. Right now, would y'all sign? I'm just asking a question because it's still, to me, it's still some nice free agents out there. Would y'all sign Colin Sexton?
Yeah, hell
It,
yeah.
de- it
Depends on
depends.
the team.
So
Yeah.
like, right now, if Colin Sexton's willing to take the minimum, because Dub and School is Miami fans, would y'all take him on your team?
Yep, I
Who?
would.
Colin Sexton.
I would.
It wouldn't matter to me. I wouldn't care. I don't think that's what we need. I think we need him. I think
All
we
right, and I'm gonna ask y'all also because y'all Miami fans, so y'all thrown in the bucket with us Knicks fans right now, but y'all not going as crazy because y'all actually have a good team. Would y'all trade for Spider?
yes.
Oh my God.
I think
Depends on
Nah,
who's getting traded.
I'm asking because they're in the midst of talks, but Miami fans are obviously not as desperate as Knicks fans. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm
Hmm.
asking, would y'all trade for Spider, like to have
Who
him on the
who
team?
who would he give up for Spider?
Hero.
That would that would be the problem. It would have to be like Hero, Duncan.
That's fine.
I
yeah,
don't
how much
want this,
Just keep
bro.
Jimmy and Bam and maybe Lowry. We'll be fine.
I
What
don't want
Donovan Mitchell could do with his offense could replace what those guys bring. But the defense is the thing I
That's
would be
true.
worried about because they don't use Hero or Duncan for defense. So it's like I think Donovan Mitchell's a better and more capable defender than them. So then our defense will get up. He's replacing the scoring that comes with those guys. I think we need to find a four right now. That's what we need. Now that we lost PJ Tucker, we need like a Crowder or some shit like that to replace that little hole we have right now.
How would y'all feel? All right, if y'all need a four, how would y'all feel about getting Montrez?
Nah, he plays too much
No?
like a big. We need somebody who's versatile who can play on the perimeter at the same time, kind of low,
Um,
hang down low. And then the spacing with Montrez Harrell and Bam Adebayo will be terrible.
yeah. Damn. So what four would y'all get, or would y'all get a five and
Man,
make
we got
Bam,
we got Jokic, man. We got Jokic. Man. We got Jokic.
or would y'all get a five and make Bam play like a four?
It's only if we get a.
Bam should be a four.
It's
yeah,
only
damn
Bam
it.
should be.
We got Jovic, man. Nikola Jovic. That's his name. Nikola Jovic.
Then y'all got another small forward on the list that plays. I think a small forward, but he could play a power forward spot. Forgot his name.
don't say Caleb Martin.
No. Ain't he a guard? Ain't him and his twin brother
He,
both guards or something like
He's
that?
like a small
Yeah.
they,
forward.
yeah, they three man.
I'm
Um,
blanking on who it is. I'm blanking on
Omar
who it is.
Yurtseven.
I think it is the Omar homie that was killing the summer. Yeah, it's the Omar. It's
He
Omar.
plays like a
That's a
big. He plays too much like a big too.
Okay.
That's
Listen,
why
man.
it's kind of tough to see who we're gonna grab. Honestly,
That's
We'll just
interesting.
grab
But
somebody undrafted, and we'll be good.
all my New York Knicks fans give up on that Donovan Mitchell hope. Save your mental health.
Oh, this come from the guy who said trade 7 first-round picks for him.
Nah, if I was the
What?
Knicks, I would
Oh
trade
yeah, he
that.
wasn't here. Yeah, he
Yeah,
said if
if
he was
I
the
was the
Knicks, he
Knicks,
would
I
trade
would
seven
trade
first
that.
rounders.
So now I'm gonna ask y'all.
It's not worth it though.
Since '95,
It's
I
not.
was born '98. Just go back to '95, and that's before the 2000s. So we already 22 years plus. Name me two all-star, damn near superstar talent they drafted.
Oh, drafted. Oh, mhm.
Yo, if you're
Because
giving
right
up
now, hold
seven,
on. So right now, think about it.
from
So
from then
now,
from then to
so
now.
now, think about it, bro. Instead of trading for Donovan Mitchell, they could have had him. But you know who they decided to pick? Frank Ntilikina. Tell me what he doing the way he at.
I mean,
yo,
drafting is hard. Drafting a
I can
superstar
show
is
you.
hard.
I can show you who they picked over Kevin Knox. We could
if
we
you're
could go that draft. We could go years and years on draft picks where they wanted the draft picks, but they're just so fucking ass at drafting that they don't know how to draft.
I get that, but trading 7 first rounders, you're saying Donovan Mitchell is gonna get us to the finals. That's what you're saying.
No, I
Do you
am
believe
not.
that?
I'm not saying that,
Trading
bro.
seven 1st rounders, that's what that says
I'm
about
not
Donovan
saying
Mitchell.
that, but I promise all those first round draft picks, Josh, I will stay around for the next 50 years. I'll watch the Knicks draft for 50 years, and I bet they won't draft not one star player, bro.
Y'all got a
I mean,
development issue too.
it's hard to draft that, bro. 'Cause I'm a Heat fan. We haven't drafted a star player since D Wade, and that's been '03.
Mm-hmm.
That's cap.
We
Y'all
But
got
just
y'all
Bam
been
know
we
how.
Adebayo.
But y'all know how to develop talent. The
this ain't
Knicks
no star
don't.
player. That's a
That's
really
cap.
good player.
That's cap.
Bam
Y'all got
Adebayo is a
all
That's
really
right.
good player.
So
He ain't
now
no
he's
a
star
a
role
player.
really good
player.
player. All right.
He's a
So
role player.
now,
School.
school. Look what you're
He's a
saying. He's a
borderline
really good
all-star.
player. Would you even say RJ Barrett is on Bam Adebayo level?
No, not right now.
All right. So now
He is a good player though.
you're telling me, bro, these niggas can't draft not one person. They can't draft not one person that's even
Who?
close to being a
Who?
superstar.
Who?
But y'all
The
can't
Knicks,
develop anybody. Y'all development team is
bro.
ass.
The sad part about it, they draft Porzingis, and on his All Star year, guess what happened?
Got
What
hurt.
happened?
He was hurt and was never an All Star again.
I mean, that was the closest thing we had. Y'all got to Bam. I mean, Porzingis,
I'm
but
not
he was
gonna
just
lie,
kept
bro.
getting
Y'all franchise just sucks in all categories. I'm sorry.
hurt.
So
All
now, no,
categories.
they do, and it's not even. I'm sorry, it's truly they do. They suck in development,
I suck
and
in
this is what I
drafting.
was arguing.
They
And this
got
is what I was
Kevin Knox,
arguing on. This is what I was arguing on Twitter earlier because
Frank
Knicks fans were
Ntilikina. I
because
can't even
because
say that name.
because Knicks fans were saying that we should keep Top Thibodeau, and I was telling them no, y'all shouldn't because he does not develop talent or even young players. He doesn't do any form of that. So when the Knicks they don't know how to develop talent, they don't know how to draft, they can't get free agents. You give away 7 picks, cool. You get Donovan Mitchell in return when you could have just drafted Donovan Mitchell in the first place, but now you got to trade for him and hope a team wants to trade him. You could go back years and look at all of the trades that they picked.
So y'all gonna get
They
Donovan
always,
Mitchell
it's
just to
always
be
been
upset.
talent. It's always been, bro. Bam was picked 17, I think, that year in the draft. Frank went 7.
Yeah.
Frank
Niggas
went
good on
7. Bam
defense.
But
Adebayo went
the Heat
17.
development team is way better than what y'all got. Like,
But I'm not saying even the develop. I'm just talking about the talent wise. They chose Frank over Donovan Mitchell. It's like Donovan Mitchell. It's like 4 other players they could have chose, and I would have been fine with that. I think I chose over Jared Jackson. I think I
Yeah.
I
chose over
mean,
De'Aaron
the
Frank.
only
Fox.
good
Like
player was Donovan Mitchell from that draft. Bam,
so,
only good
Jared
player.
Allen.
Jason
Jared Allen
Tatum.
No, I'm talking about after him. Them
Oh,
after
top
after
seven.
Frank,
Who cares?
and I think he was drafted like 7,
He was.
bro. And I'm telling you, with all of these picks that the Knicks fans and everybody's up in arms, like, don't give up. Don't give up. They're going to keep that shit and draft a bunch of hot ass. That's literally what they're going to draft, bro. A
I
bunch of
just need
hot
the number
ass,
one
bro.
overall pick, man. I just need a number one overall. Shit.
They
Tank
had a
We're
this
going
number
to,
one.
season. Listen,
no.
bro. Listen. If y'all tank this season, y'all will get a superstar.
Is this Let
Eh,
Me School You?
Yeah.
Yes.
come on, man. You
It's
already know
my
the vibes.
boy.
Oh shit, what's good, bro? I didn't even know.
Yeah,
How are you, bro?
I'm chilling.
We was
But
talking about
real,
what was he talking about earlier? I forgot.
Hakeem over Curry. That's was the title I said.
Nah, on Discord. You won't like Tyreek Hill, do you?
I do
I
think
forgot
Tyreek Hill top 5.
what was the take that we
Ty-
disagreed on? I forgot. What was that
Nah,
take? I
but
forgot. It was a crazy take you had.
Cooper Cup take that
What did you say?
that Cooper Cup. You saying Cooper Cup not top 10?
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
I
you
think you
never
would
said
say,
that.
oh, they was asking you about Cooper Cup being top 3. That's what it
Yeah,
was. That's what it was. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
top 3.
Okay.
But bro, if y'all tank this season, go 0-82,
bro, I'm telling you, look.
y'all
The
gonna
Knicks
get
is gonna do
Victor,
that.
man.
Nah,
Chill. He going to
look.
OKC school. Relax.
No,
He going to OKC
Not
look.
going
school.
there.
School, this
Relax.
is exactly what's gonna happen. The Knicks could tank and get the number 1 seed. They're gonna see somebody that puts up 50 in the Euro League for an average. He could put up 30 in college. The Knicks is gonna see him. Then they're gonna see a 6'8" guy in Argentina that hit 1-3. He made a layup and he did a rim graze and said, "Nah, he might be Jordan." Bro, the Knicks would look at a bunch of talent and then be like, "Who's the quiet guy in the back? You know what? I'ma draft him." Bro, they do shit like that. Bro, they do shit like that, bro. They'll come to Harlem right now and be like, "Nah, we gonna draft you next year."
Uh,
Like,
uh,
bro, like, niggas,
so I
I
gotta
don't
go,
care for.
fellas. I gotta go,
All right,
fellas. But Josh is asking me to drop a crazy take. It's gonna be the same one as before. LeBron is still better than Jokic, so y'all can sit
Huh?
on that and think about
Oh,
what?
that.
That's wild.
whoa. Nah. What you mean by that? Nah, wait, what?
Yo, Hakeem or KD, who more skilled?
KD. I mean, no, Hakeem. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Ah, I
Hakeem might
don't
have
like that.
finessed their way out
I
of
don't,
anything.
I don't like that nigga, but I gotta go, KD.
Bro, this got to be the eyeball. I swear.
You talk about the 3 post mid, um, handling the ball. I think Hakeem has him beat on footwork, but everything else, yeah, I think Kevin Durant has him.
Okay, the better rebounder, the better defensive player,
Better rebounder, better defensive player, yes.
better low post scorer.
He's a fucking center. He should be.
Listen, just because you're a center, don't mean you're great in the low post.
Bro, but when you're a top 5 center of all time, you should be great in the post. The fuck?
Shaq wasn't great in the post.
Shaq wasn't.
He was good, but he wasn't great.
Oh my
You
god, bro.
bugging.
Shaq.
You're bugging.
Shaq wasn't great in the post, bro. Josh, what are you
Shaq.
saying
I'm
right
talking
now?
about in terms of like feet work compared to Hakeem. He wasn't great.
And I just said Hakeem has footwork, but you just said out your mouth, Shaq wasn't great in the post. What the fuck are you talking about, Josh?
Yeah, that was the only
Yo,
thing Shaq could.
listen,
That was the only thing
good
Shaq
and
could
Josh,
great.
do.
When y'all hold on, when y'all use these words, good and great, there's the gap for me. You may not
yo,
forget what he
Josh,
did.
the only
Like,
thing Shaq can do was post moves. What are you talking about, bro? He gave you 30 points a game off post moves, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What are
Yeah,
you
he was
talking
giving
about?
you straight out the post. Just move out my way, and I'm gonna just dunk on you.
I mean, he had the shimmy and the drop step. That's about it.
Exactly. That's all he needed.
That's
That's
not
a
like
post.
if
That's
I
post,
understand that's,
bro.
but when I'm looking at a great post score, I'm looking for a variety of post moves. A drop, a shimmy, a hook, a up and under. I'm talking about all that. That's the
That's
difference
So
too
between
then,
good and
much.
great.
that's
That's a great post score to me, personally.
Why do all that
That's
when
why
I
I
can
say he's
just
good.
so Josh.
post drop step?
Who's a great post scorer to you there?
Hakeem,
It should only be Hakeem if that's the case. It should be Hakeem and like Kareem.
Jokic.
You telling me Jokic is a better post player than Shaq?
That's not what you asked me. You said who's a great post player. That was your question.
Who's better in the
That's what
post,
you asked me.
Jokic or Shaq?
What do you mean better in post? Just better scoring
Oh
in
my
post?
God, bro.
I'm
All right,
asking a
dog.
question.
No, no,
I'm,
no,
I'm
no.
going to
I'm
make
not
sure I'm
doing
answering
it.
your question correctly.
Who's better in the post, bro? Post scoring. Who's better post scoring?
To me, I say Jokic because he has more moves down there than Shaq.
I'm not mad at that.
He has the hook shot, the shimmy, up and under, a drop step, left shoulder, right shoulder,
I'm
the
not doing
spin
that with y'all
move.
niggas.
Who
I
doing
said I'm
what?
not mad at it. I ain't say I agree.
I'm not doing this with y'all niggas, bro.
What you mean? I
Nah,
said I
bro.
ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Josh.
This nigga act like I said Dwight.
You might as well, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Dwight had no post moves in his block. Zero.
Nah, bro.
Where does
Shaq
Clay
is a
rank all time among shooting guards?
he's number 7 on my list.
Where he on
Uh,
your list, school?
it's
He
not.
might not even be on school top 10.
Probably. I mean, if he is, he probably like ninth. I have to think. Somebody throw out shooting guards besides the normal five.
Um, then you got Clyde. You got Clyde, Reggie,
Taking Clyde, taking Reggie,
Ray.
taking Ray.
Um,
Mitch Richmond,
a
George
lot of a lot of
Gervin.
people a lot of people say I don't. A lot of people say Jerry West, but I have Jerry West. I count Jerry West as a point guard, so that's
That
that.
comes.
Um, you could say I got Mono. I got Mono on my top 10. Uh, who else we talking about?
Ginobili. Who? Ginobili or Clay? Give me Ginobili.
I'm
Give
not
me
mad at it.
Ginobili.
I'm not mad
Uh,
at it. But I'm high on the Ginobili train, so
should I take Money Mitch? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's too nasty. I'll probably put Clay 10th.
Nigga said that's too nasty.
Yeah, it's too nasty. I'll put Clay 10th. I'll give Clay the benefit of the doubt. Hold on. George Gervin was his shooting guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, George Gervin was a
Ooh.
shooting guard.
Clay might be out there top 10, no cap.
But George in the ABA he was that guy. No, let me stop.
Bro, he played like 2 years in the ABA.
Nah, he
Bro,
played one, two, three,
I
four.
think
He
he
played
played like 4
six.
years. Yeah, he played
He
6.
played
Yeah, I
six
know he
years?
played. Yeah, he played six
Oh,
years in
yeah,
the
I'm tripping.
ABA. Nah, I
I'm
think him
tripping.
and Dr. I think Dr. J probably played 2 more years than him in
Or
the
four,
ABA.
technically. They like split it. It was weird.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. He played.
Yeah, I
Played
think
four.
Dr. J played. Yeah, Dr. J played more years in the ABA. I think Dr. J played like 8 years in the ABA though. But I think I don't know, bro. I got my boy Clay top 10 shooting guard the whole time. Got Mono top 10 shooting guard the whole time. The reason that I hold the reason that I fuck with Dr. J when I get into that argument is that his ABA career, at least it translated to the NBA. I don't think George Gervin ABA career really translated to the NBA like that.
What you
What you
mean by
But
that?
mean?
that's me.
He won scoring
That's
titles, All Stars, All NBAs.
yeah, Dr. J champion in ABA championship NBA.
Yeah,
Feel
I
me?
know. I'm
Like
just saying both of them was translating to the NBA. I think George Gervin had a better career in the NBA than he had in the ABA.
He did.
you can say that. I'm not
Scored better.
mad at it.
What's the next question, Josh? Or is it
Could today's players play in the 60s? After JJ made his
next
comments
question?
about them playing with plumbers.
Next question.
Nah, I'm
Today's
not gonna
players
lie.
will wipe them
Nah, that's
niggas.
Nah,
Nah,
you
they
can't.
can.
See, this is the problem with the time machine thing. Y'all thinking these players coming up the way they are now. If you drop them in the '60s, they're gonna be just like them. They're
You
not
just
gonna
said
be
could
any better.
today's era play in the '60s? So we're talking about today's era, and you just dropped today's era in the '60s. They're
Lucy,
smacking them
I got
dudes.
you.
I don't know about that because a lot of things they do is gonna be called.
Man, they are going to be astonished by what they do. They're gonna be like, "Yo, can you teach me that move?" But just by pure muscle, they just gonna body them like move. Like that's gonna be too easy. They didn't even know how to play defense properly back then.
I think players in this day and age they could play, and they could play in the '60s, but also I think that the worst person to be at the forefront of this is JJ Redick though. Like I think he's just the worst person to be pushing this narrative. Cause like
But
nah, cause I don't think JJ Redick would beat Jerry West in a 1-on-1. What the fuck?
mm,
Nah, Jerry cooking him. And they ain't
Jerry
close.
West is cooking him, bro. I got Jerry West wiping the floor with homie. JJ Redick couldn't lick a defense.
I mean,
He gonna
Jerry
shoot
West,
a far out three, but like
Jerry West ain't got no real like bag like that to be guarding. Like I ain't gonna lie, he ain't got.
yeah, but he gonna still fry that nigga. Like I think he gonna fry him, bro. I still think he'll fry him, even with or without a bag, bro. That's what I'm saying. I
That's
think
tough.
like JJ Redick, like what he said is not wrong. I just think he's probably just the wrong person to be pushing this narrative, bro. Like let like
That's true.
LeBron and them guys push this narrative, but like you understand what I'm saying? Like niggas, we know that was like that. We know that's that nigga.
Got a point. That nigga had to go
Man,
bigger.
my nigga Will cooking all them niggas. That's all I know.
What cooking? Who?
Anybody from today's era, they getting cooked.
They
Whoever,
getting cooked. Jokic
whoever.
getting cooked.
Yo, this man
Jokic,
averaged 37 and 27 coming to league school. He's cooking Jokic, cooking him.
bro. He's not cooking none of these big men, bro.
Name a big man that could guard him. Let's who's gonna guard him?
Joel Embiid.
Fried rice. What
You
extra soy
don't believe
sauce?
that?
Nah. I'm not gonna lie.
Will
You
is
know who I don't
cooking
think would trans.
everybody.
Nah. You know who I don't think would translate. I don't think Bill would translate, but Will translate into this game, bro. Will is fucking these young niggas up, bro.
That nigga played 46 minutes. Come
Bro,
on
nah,
now.
That's
nah. I'm
cool. Yeah,
telling,
he's
nah,
hella. Yeah, he's a great athlete. I still don't think
nah.
if you
I'm
just
telling you,
drop
bro.
him in
Even if
today's era, he's doing it.
obviously I wasn't born in the '60s to see Will play, but if you look up his highlights, it actually goes against what you think Will Chamberlain was doing. It actually goes against everything you think Will Chamberlain was doing. Because I thought Will Chamberlain was getting 30 points off of dunks because he was just bigger than everybody. The nigga was taking post faders, bro. He's taking post fades, like post fades, bank shots. He's taking face up shots. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think Will will still give you he wouldn't give you 30 and 20, 26, but I do think Wilt would give you 25 and he'll give you 25 and 13. He'll give you 25 and 13, bro.
I think
He'll
we'll
give you
put. I think we'll putting up. Yeah, you know, yeah, around cat numbers. Yup,
nah.
25. Cat
Cat
25
got like
points. That's 25. Yeah, cat.
Cat 25, but he's giving you like 9 rebounds. I think
No,
Will
cat
is
cat averaged 11 rebounds. So 13
this
rebounds.
season.
No, I'm just saying for a career, cat averaged like 11 rebounds.
Nah. I think this season he gave you 9, but yeah, I can see 25, 20 to me, like Will Chamberlain giving a 25, like for his peak careers probably would be like in this day and age, 25 and 13. He'll probably have like 2 30-point seasons. But other than that, I don't see him like 40-point in it, 50-point in it. I don't see him doing that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was some 70s, 80s shit. I mean 60s shit. Right now he's not giving it. He's not averaging 50. Cause think about it. If the nigga averaged 50, that means his bad game had to be like 36. Imagine bragging about locking up a nigga and he still gave you 36. Nigga gave you 36 and 20. Like,
Wow.
yeah, he had an off night tonight. Like, that nigga had 36
Well,
and
he
20,
shot like
bro.
32% from the field.
Bro, but I also be trying to tell niggas, like, I believe he did drop that 100-point game, bro. I believe Will had 100 points, bro. I believe if you give Kobe 60, I think that 100-point game, he took like 66 shots. If you give Kobe 66 shots, bro, he's giving you 100, bro. He might give you more than 100. You give KD 66 shots, you give Melo 66 shots.
Melo pulling everything. No hesitation.
I think Melo scored 62 on like 30 something shots, 32 shots or some shit like that. You give him 32, you give Melo 32 more shots? Man, fuck out of here, bro. These niggas is dropping that 100-point game, bro. That's how I look at it personally. I know people look at it different, but man,
Hey,
What
school.
will
It's
happen?
Steph. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
No, go.
No, you good, you good.
It's Steph over Hakeem all time.
Close. He's close. I would still get the edge to Hakeem though.
What we have to do to pass him for you?
I don't know. I think he just gotta just keep being great. I guess. Like I think if he don't even have to win the finals. If he make one more finals, I'll put him over Hakeem. He don't
Nah,
even
all
have
right. So school, if he don't get up, let's say he don't even make the finals this year, but he got it this season coming up. But let's say he have a out of the mind season, and a nigga get another MVP. I
Yeah,
think
like
that'll be
something
his.
like that. Yeah,
He
yeah, something like that.
he'll
Yeah,
have
he
his
definitely he can be over him. I would not
he'll
mind.
have his he'll have his third that'll be his third MVP, 4 championships. Like
Yeah,
I
he'll be
well
over him for sure. He'll definitely be over.
right now I have him over him, but uh,
I
I think
value
it's
what Hakeem did in '95 a lot, and '94, but I value what he did in '95 more because he's the only 6 seed to ever win a championship. So
to
like to not have home court advantage in every round you played and you won, and then went to the finals and swept a team. I value that very high. After having a dominant season the previous year.
to me with them two niggas it's close. They still 9 and 10. Like I got Hakeem 9, I got Curry 10, but I think Curry can pass Hakeem. Like if he has an MVP season, or like if he gets another one, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not like
But I got Hakeem. I got Hakeem 7. I got Curry 9.
who you got 10.
Kobe.
Damn,
Yeah,
why
that's the
Kobe lower
lowest
than
I ever.
Curry?
Yeah, that's the lowest I ever heard Kobe on somebody's all-time list.
Yeah,
It is
why
what it
Kobe
is,
lower
man.
than Curry?
I think Curry's over him.
No,
I
I'm just
think.
asking why. Like,
I mean, two-time MVP. Just like his dominance as a player. Just knowing that, like, here's an interesting fact. Ever since Curry's first MVP, every time he made the playoffs, he's went to the finals. Every single year. Every single year Curry's made the playoffs since 2015, he's made the finals. That's a significant amount of dominance right there. And I think his
Are we
playoff
counting the
record,
playing or no?
nah,
All right,
I'm talking about the actual playoffs. Like
all
you're in there, you're in the
I'm just
7 game
checking.
series versus this team.
Copy that. Makes sense.
So every time, and it didn't matter what team it was, for real, for real. Like with KD, with Andrew Wiggins, with Harrison Barnes, they were in the finals. Like that's just a significant amount of dominance. Like I said, two-time MVP. Kobe don't even have that. He just got that. That's what made it over him when he finally got that Finals MVP. Like that's all I was just waiting on because he already had for me he already had the rings and being the best player on the championship winning team and all that. He just needed that one secure Finals MVP for me to say, "Yo, you're over Kobe," and that fourth ring.
Don't they have the same amount of Finals MVPs?
No,
Don't
Kobe.
both of them
Kobe
got
actually got more. Kobe actually has more.
Kobe? Well, Kobe got
Kobe
two.
has two.
Kobe has two,
Okay,
and
Kobe got two.
Curry got
Curry
one.
got one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I still have Kobe at number 8 on my list. I have Kobe number 8. I have Hakeem number 9. I got Curry 10. But if Curry gets Curry could have another amazing season this year, and I'll have him over Hakeem. He could win a championship. I like even what School said. Even if he makes the NBA Finals, bro, he'd just I just have him over Hakeem, bro. Well, those 2 championships Hakeem has, it's amazing, yes, but it's not. Come on, bro. I don't think that shit authorizes him to be better than Curry. I think Curry was the best player on the championship team for what? We could talk about 2. We could talk about 2 years. The first year, the second year, and one of those. 3 years. The first year, the second year, and one of those KD years, he was the best player on that team.
Yeah, in
Him and
2017, he was the best player on that team in
Yeah, because him
2017.
and
But
KD put
2018,
up
KD
damn
got
near
it.
the same stat line.
In 20 and
K,
28 in 2018, KD got it though. KD had it in
yeah, not
2018.
yeah. It's one of those years that Kevin Durant was clearly just better, but it's also a year where it's also a year where him and Curry got damn near the same exact stat line. I think the rebound was the only difference. I think Kevin Durant had 10 rebounds and Curry had 6, some weird shit like that. But I could say the first championship, this championship that passed, and then yeah, one of those Kevin Durant years, he was the best player on the team. So when you look at it, when you start looking at it like that, 3 championships, he was the best player. We already know he was robbed of 1 Finals MVP. It's I can't say I can't say that. I still have Kobe ahead of him, 5 championships. It's just Kobe. That's probably a little. That's probably a little biased as Kobe, but
Now a lot of people got Kobe still over him. I'm not. That's not what I said is an unpopular opinion.
yeah, I it's Kobe. Feel me? Kobe is Kobe. Kobe always gonna be Kobe. Like even though I dropped him so low on my list, and I used to love Kobe, but I started looking at the game differently. Like Kobe is Kobe. I love Kobe, but Kobe gonna be number 8 for me. But also, I did say if Giannis wins another championship, bro, or the nigga get another MVP, bro, I think Hakeem might just be off that list, bro. Like bro. If Giannis, fuck it, bro. If Giannis get another championship, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem is off that shit, bro. We talking about a 2-time MVP. He'll think about it. If he wins a championship, get another Finals MVP, 2-time league MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, a DPOY, like. And I give Giannis what 2, 3 more years. He did that in an 11-year span, bro. Do you know how amazing that would be, bro? His career right now, whatever you want to say about Giannis, bro. His career right now is already an amazing career, bro. So he wins another championship, my nigga. That shit gonna be good. If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, do whatever you can. You could throw Chris Middleton in there.
Oh
I
my
say
god.
trade for Brandon Ingram. trade for Brandon Ingram, bro. Chris
Wow.
Middleton, bro. Because if I'm Milwaukee, bro, I'm trading Chris Middleton. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. I'm trading Chris Middleton. I'm not thinking about it, bro. Chris Middleton is 30 going on 31. I give him 2 more years of this type of caliber player he's gonna be. Giannis, I give Giannis like 5 more years of being this dominant. And that 5 years, Milwaukee should get one more, bro. At least one more. They should get at
Well,
least one more, bro.
if you get Bi, your defense kind of declines.
I think I don't think it declines that much as what you thinking, bro. I really don't. I really don't. I
I think
really
it
don't.
does because you're losing
You could get
kind of a bigger defender.
so
Pause.
all right. So now let's say something. Let's say whatever happens in Phoenix, Phoenix blows up. Milwaukee try to get Mikal Bridges. I think that would be. I think that would be great for Milwaukee too. I think you
That's
could
great, but I
replace.
think
I,
offensively, I don't. It's a drop off offensively. The defense is
two
there, but that
niggas,
offense
bro.
is dropping straight.
If I'm Milwaukee, bro, I'm getting rid of two niggas, bro. I'm getting rid of Drew and I'm getting rid of Chris Middleton, bro. I'm getting rid of them two, bro. Drew is already like 34, 32. He's one of those ages. Middleton is 30. Drew is already inefficient, and a lot of people is blindsided by his defense that they don't see this nigga's. There's no reason he's taking 22 shots and
Drew
making
31.
9. I don't like he's taking 17 shots and making 8. I don't bro, this nigga's inefficient and it's not even like he's inefficient bad. He's inefficient terribly. It's like it's mind blowing how inefficient this nigga is,
But he's
bro.
not meant to be like your second scoring option.
He's not meant to be, but nigga, if you're gonna take 17 shots, don't make 6 of them shits, bro. Don't like at least try to be efficient, bro. Drew Holiday would take 22 shots, bro, and be terribly inefficient, but niggas would be like, oh, he just had an out of mind defensive game. Like, nobody give a fuck about none of that. Bro, like, that's me though, bro. I don't care, bro. Don't take 22 shots, be inefficient, but his defensive end on the defensive, I don't give a fuck, bro. Don't like, come on, bro. I think a lot of people let him get away with that bullshit because of this defensive end. Or on the defensive end, he's just so great. Like that shit
Gosh,
bullshit
what are
to
you
me.
doing?
That nigga rolling up.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, it seemed like it was all this noise going on.
Oh, that's the background. Listen, man. This is my nasty take right here, bro. Gary Payne, top 5 point guard at number 5.
I'm not mad at it.
And Gary Payne is definitely better than Steve Nash.
I'm not mad at. Don't get me started on Steve Nash. I'm not mad at it just because of like
It's nasty.
how
Over
I'm
Steve.
not mad at it but that's just because I personally like Gary Payton. So I'm not on some like shit about it. Like it is what it is with me on that take. But a nasty take. Walcott Frazier is better than Steve Nash. Nah, Steve Nash is
Look at
overrated,
Steve
bro.
Nash do to y'all, yeah.
Nah, Steve Nash is
He's
overrated, bro.
overrated, bro.
Nah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
How is
overrated. I
he
think we talked
overrated?
about it. I
The
think we talked
same way
about it
you
on the
feel about
last.
Jokic MVPs is how I feel about Steve Nash MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
think, and then
I don't say Jokic is overrated player though. Like I still think Jokic is easily the best center in the league.
I don't think
Like I don't.
I would take Jason Kidd over. And that time, 02, 03, 04, I would take Jason Kidd any day
Okay, what about '06,
over Nash.
'07, '08, '09?
I'm still taking J. Oh, you could talk about '09.
You
So
what?
I'm taking Jason
What you
Kidd.
want?
I'm taking Jason Kidd. At that time, you could give me Chris Young CP. Like, bro, I'm taking niggas over him. Bro. That's a
I don't know what
fact.
Steve Nash did to y'all, but
Yo, he's mid. Y'all get blinded by
That's
them
a fact.
MVPs, bro.
Now those
he's
MVPs
actually
do
his
have
actually
niggas.
performance out there matters too. Man was
Nah,
out there
those
still
MVP.
performing at a high level when you needed him to, and he was dumb efficient when he was a scorer when he wanted to score.
Bro, that
That's
50
cool.
40 90. I'm not gonna say the 50 40 90 shit ain't. It's not all that, but like we gonna have to. I'm gonna have a discussion about that shit. But like with Steve Nash is I understand it. Like two MVPs, nigga never made a finals appearance. If you really look at that look at those years of those Phoenix Suns team. Amari Stoudemire, 1 year the nigga will give you 20 and like 10. The next year he'll be hurt. He had Richard Jefferson giving him 23 1 year. He had Josh Richardson giving him like 15 1 year. And the nigga never made it to the finals. I
Yeah,
think
but look at
Western
the team
Conference
he
Finals
losing.
one.
It's not like he losing to like a scrub team. Like he
No,
I
losing to
understand.
teams that was really good. That also
no,
matched his energy. Man lost to the Spurs.
I
Man was losing
understand
to
that,
the
but
Lakers.
he should
I
have been better.
understand that, but you could say that he's losing to the Spurs, but you could talk about the years that the Spurs ain't make it to the finals. Teams are able to be beaten.
No, I'm
Like
saying
team,
he was losing to either the Spurs or Lakers. And 1 year he lost to the Mavericks. And the Mavericks were a well organized team.
what that year he lost to the Mavericks? What it was 06?
06. 06, he lost to the
Oh
Mavericks.
06, yeah. That's the year they went to the finals. I don't know, bro. I think yeah, I don't think he's that good of a guy. He's still ahead of like Dame and Clay. I mean not Clay, Kyrie and them guys, but
I can't think of a nasty take I got.
School, you got a lot of them. Believe it or not, you just don't think they nasty.
Yeah, I don't think they're not. Oh,
That's the
I already
problem.
said. Luka gonna be the best player in the league next year. I don't think that's nasty though.
That's
Exactly. That ain't that nasty
that's
compared to y'all's.
reasonable. That's reasonable. What is he? A top five player? Arguably a top three player?
Yeah.
Come on, school. We need something disgusting, something filthy. I know you got one. Maybe
Filthy. I ain't got nothing,
pause.
man. I ain't got nothing. This bro, I'm about to get hop on Madden real quick. That's what I'm really about to do. It's been an hour and 42. What else we about
School.
to
I
do?
know you got a nasty take, bro.
All right. Let me think of one. Let me think of one. Let me think of one. Hmm. I can't think of a nasty take, though. I can't think of a nasty
Oh my
take, though.
god! All right, take
I'm
it
a
for the.
logical dude,
First of all, you illogical. You full of shit. That's number one. But number two,
bro.
thank you for
You see,
tuning in. What? What did I say?
bro, you be the one with the nasty takes. I'll be cooling.
I stand by it. I said what I said. I have my reasons.
What?
That it makes sense to me, as in the wise words of cousins.
I guess. Oh,
Makes
Embiid over Giannis. That's my hot take. Embiid over
That's
Giannis.
insane. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. Make sure y'all sub to the channel. School, you a disgusting nigga.
Hey, man.